Konnichiwa, Mina, this is T-Secure, and you're watching PokeCast. Today's board game review is going to be Halftime Football from 1979. Ever wanted to play football without having to really go outside, and when it's really hot and you don't want to play in the sun? Well, why not use dice in a very interestingly complicated way? But when you get the things down, it's not as complicated as you would think. I overanalyzed it and made it hard for me until I finally figured at least. So let's open up the box and see what we get. First of all, we have the instructions right there inside the box. Not particularly the best instructions, I'll have to admit, but hey, it works. We got our fold-out field right here with included scoreboard. Then we have our footballs and an extra football just in case. Got your dice. I'll explain those in a second. Got your dice rollers, your point keepers, and your first down yardstick. So, alright, let's go ahead and move these over. And let's pull out the dice for I can explain. First of all, we have this die. This is the kicking die. This is what you use if you're going to kick or punt the ball. And depending on what you get is what you will get the yards. Now, of course, when you are kicking, the other team rolls the black die. Whatever they get, you minus from here, and that's the yards that your kick counts. So, that's what makes it nice, and it does help out. So, now I should explain the black die. The black die are the running die. This is if you want to make your runs in football, and it has various numbers, and then we have the zeros. Now, if a double zero is rolled, this is a penalty, and that's when you bring out the penalty die. The penalty die are used for if this happens, and then you have to roll these to see who actually gets the penalty. Whoever has the highest number loses, doesn't get the penalty, and the other team gets it. And that's how many yards you will lose for the offense. You know, whoever loses, basically. Will get the thing. So it's the offense could lose a lot of points during this. The next thing I need to talk about is the fumble. When you roll 2 10s, this is considered a fumble. This is when you bring the penalty dice back out and you roll it. Whatever the number is, after you subtract from these, that's how much, basically that's who gets the ball and the yards. So, basically, the ball is on the 20-yard mark, and then whatever is left over, you add it to 20-yard mark, and you're going to move it from there. The last one is the passing die, right here. The passing die has numbers, a no good pass. This one is isn't the evilest on the dice, but still, you can learn to hate it. Then you have interception. Interception is not good because, well, you get intercepted, and the other team uses this die to calculate how many yards they get. Same thing with no good yard. That can cause problems too. But when you roll this, you basically shot yourself in the foot, and they get some nice mileage. So, how do we set up the game and play it? Well, first of all, you try to open this with one arm. Fighting the board that doesn't like to be unfolded. You unfold it, and voila, that's what you got. This right here is your football field. Now, if you look a little bit closer, right here, you have first down, second down, third down, and fourth down. That's how you keep track of the downs you're on. And when you start, you put everything at the 20-yard mark and ready to go. And this right here, of course, shows you how many yards you need to go before you get a first down. If you are unable to move and it goes to second down, you just move it up to the appointed yards you lost or gain. Well, I guess, yeah. And then from there, all the way up to there, and then when you don't meet the yardage, it reverses over to the other team. So, I'm just going to drop things. How do we start the game? Well, you roll the dice. This is how you do your coin flop. Coin flip. And depending on who you are, let's just say, that home, got it. So, minusing the 5 makes it 15. So it's already 15 yards from the 20, making it 35. And we move this up. Move this up to show you how much more yards you have to go to get a first down. And then from there, both teams roll their die. Being got a 0, lost 15 yards. So, let's see. Because up here onto the second down, and that's how the game keeps on going until, you go. And you have 4 quarters. You get to determine how long the time is. And from there, you play until your time is up, with the 4 quarters being gone. And that's how you play this game. Honestly, with how the dice work and when you get it down, this game is pretty clever. I'm actually genuinely impressed with how they were able to get that to work. Playing with people, this game could get some intense stuff going because you never know how nice the dice is going to be with you, or if Murphy is going to hate you the entire game through. I think it's a clever idea of how to get it to work, and really excited to have this part of my collection. So I hope that's this right here is just a quick little introduction to this game and how you play it. And I hope you guys liked it. Any questions, leave it in the comments below, and I'll try to elaborate on something that I may have not explained well enough. But at least this way you guys were able to see the game and see how crazy one person's idea is how to make something work. So yeah, this is T. Sakura saying ciao and sayonara.